Oranyan was a brave and warlike king who founded the city of Oyo. As time went on, it became necessary for Oranyan to lead his people on an expedition to a distant part of his kingdom, and so he left his son in charge of the capital while he was away. But the king was away for such a long time that the whole community assumed that he and his soldiers had died. With no other option in sight, the people decided to make Oranyan's son king of the land, and his son in fact made a wise and happy king. However, Oranyan was not dead. In fact, he had been suffering and struggling, trying to help himself and his survivors make it back to Oyo, which they finally did. As Oranyan approached the city, he was surprised to hear the notes of the Kakaki trumpet being played. The Kakaki trumpet was sounded only for the king. Certain that no one could have known of his return, Oranyan asked the working laborer who the trumpet was being sounded for. For the king, replied the laborer. Yes, but which king? Asked Oranyan, tired and a stranger to this new land. Don't you know that the son of Oranyan is now the king? Don't you know that he's the one that rules over us very wisely and well? His father was killed in battle many months ago now, said the confused laborer. Oranyan was surprised by this news. But still, he did a very selfless act, which is still such a lesson and an inspiration to us today. He put his son's happiness over his own and did not cause any sort of trouble for his son, the new king, and his son's new kingdom. In fact, Oranyan went ahead to settle down with few of his friends in a remote part of the country, and it was there that Oranyan finally died. Oranyan's son came to know about the death of his father only after his father had died. Grieving over his father's death and his father's noble sacrifice, Oranyan's son erected an obelisk over the spot where his father died. He called this monument the Staff of Oranyan, and till this day, even in Ile-Ife, the Staff of Oranyan still stands high and proud. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel to get more of Africa's finest, grungiest, darkest, and most interesting stories brought to you every week. Well, if I'm not lazy, Yeah. Do go subscribe.